May primaries are here, we'll check in on local voting and how you can cast your vote.
That was kind of the moment where I was like, let's do it. But at that point, I didn't know I was going to be doing it in college.
And later in the show, we'll introduce you to one student who is serving up a solution to local hunger.
Here at the Burlington Pet Adoption Center, there are many ways to help out.
From playing with them, to petting them, to walking them.
And even taking them home.
Need some puppy love? We'll introduce you to some furry friends who are only 15 minutes from ELN's campus.
This is ELN Morning.
With ELN Morning, I'm Matt Lee.
And I'm Jasmine Turner. We begin this morning with breaking news. A female student was hit by a car this morning while riding her bike. It happened on West Haggard Avenue outside of Belk Library around 8 a.m. According to Director of Elon University News Bureau Eric Townsend, the girl was taken to the hospital. Witnesses at the scene say she had a gash on her forehead but was alert and responsive. Witnesses also say the driver was a man who was driving his son to school.
We'll make sure to keep you updated on this story as we get more information. You've seen the signs all over town, and now today is the day. North Carolina voters are headed to the polls to cast their votes in the North Carolina primary elections. Voting started this morning at 6:30 a.m. Our Gary Grumbach is at Fire Station number 2 in Elon, where voting is taking place. Gary, what's happening over there, and what is the turnout looking like so far?
Jasmine and Matt, hundreds of Elon residents are expected to come to the Elon Fire Department between now and 7:30 p.m. when polls close. Many state and county-wide offices are up for grabs. I've spoken to some early morning poll officials and voters, and about 80 of them have shown up since 6:30 a.m. when polls opened. Workers say this is a decent turnout, especially considering it's a primary election. And if you're registered to vote with an Elon address, in this district, you can here on the fire station on Powerline Road until 7:30 tonight. And don't worry about bringing your photo ID. That's not needed in North Carolina until 2016. Reporting live from Elon, I'm Gary Grumbach, Elon Local News.
Thanks, Gary. And let's take a closer look at the candidates in the running. Democratic Senator Kay Hagan is up for re-election in November. 2 Democrats are running against her, but she is expected to win the nomination. 8 Republicans will battle for their party's nomination to face Hagan in November. 2 independents are also running, and Howard Coble, the representative from North Carolina's 6th District, which includes Elon, is retiring at the age of 84. 9 Republicans are battling for the nomination for his position, as well as 2 Democrats.
And if you're headed out to the polls, you might recognize one familiar name on the ballot. Elon head basketball coach Matt Matheny's brother is running for a seat in the House of Representatives. For more information on the candidates, you can check our website at elonlocalnews.com. And also be sure to tune into our live election coverage tonight starting at 8 p.m. Having a teacher's cell phone number isn't uncommon at Elon, but what happens when texting goes a little too far? Last night, we told you about one student who spoke out for the first time after receiving text from her professor that made her feel uncomfortable.
I thought it was fine because, I mean, every professor I've had has given us their number.
Junior Amy DeNeno was a student in Intro to the New Testament last fall. She says text messages she received from her religious studies professor, Hans Arneson, started out friendly about class assignments.
He was just a really chill professor and was pretty lenient in things.
But the text soon turned inappropriate.
He's like, my boss would probably frown on me loving beer with a student, especially a confident blonde woman. I had fun.
DeNeno says she responded to his text messages to be polite, but wasn't sure how to handle the situation.
I didn't know how to react because the way he was talking to me is like the way any guy who was flirting with me in general would talk to me.
As the text messages continued, DeNeno says going to class became uncomfortable.
I would skip classes, I would make excuses for why I couldn't go, and just like the thought of going to class would just like make me cringe.
DeNeno shared with us the text she received, some of which were too sexually graphic to air. One text read, quote, "I wanted to duck into a room with you for a few minutes when you left the room for a second. Just like 5 minutes to taste your lips and tease a little, end quote. Another text read, quote, have you come over tonight instead of taking the final, end quote. Denena wasn't the only student receiving texts.
For it to be like multiple girls from different semesters and for there to be a pattern that I'm recognizing here from all of their stories, like, I got really pissed.
One student we spoke with wanted to remain anonymous. She said she received this text from Arneson, which says, quote, you could have joined me in my daily after-class shot in my office, end quote. Deneno says once she showed the text to university officials in February, the university took quick action. Now she wishes she would have spoken earlier.
If I could change everything, I probably would have told him that that drink did make me feel uncomfortable. I probably would have told him to just kind of like chill out, stop talking to me like that.
That's what's happening around Elon. Now let's take a look at what's happening nationally. Our Brennan McDavid is here in the studio with today's headlines. Brennan?
Good morning, Jasmine and Matt. National media is beginning to cover the kidnapping of more than 270 Nigerian schoolgirls. The group responsible for the abduction is known as Boko Haram, and its leader, Abubakar Shaku, said the abductions were in response to Nigerian security forces kidnapping the wives and children of group members. In other news, the search effort continues for Malaysian Flight 370 as 26 countries have joined in the effort that has already covered 4.6 million square kilometers of the ocean. A group of Malaysian, Australian, and Chinese officials are scheduled to meet tomorrow to discuss the next stage of the search, and Australian officials estimate it will cost around $60 million. Well, summer is right around the corner, but some local businesses are still feeling the ramifications of the ice storm from March. One business, Inferno Ink Tattoo, still needs debris removed from its Chapel Hill Road storefront. The debris from the storm is hurting the business, which is located on a main road. The Burlington Public Works Department will reportedly be dispatching a cleanup crew to Inferno Ink Tattoo this morning. And that's all the news I have for you. Back to you, Jasmine, Matt.
The Elon Campus Police Department joined more than 200 law enforcement agencies across the state on Friday morning as part of the nationwide law enforcement torch run for the Special Olympics. More than 50 Elon students, faculty, and community members joined campus police running or walking throughout campus, finishing just before the opening ceremonies of the Alamance County Special Olympics. All proceeds from registration were donated to Special Olympics. Elon Local News' Joe Bruno and Eric Halpern also participated in the run.
One of the first public schools in North Carolina was donated to Elon 4 years ago for restoration and educational purposes. Tomorrow at 4, President Lambert, Deborah Long, the interim dean of the School of Education, Carol Troxler, Professor Emerita of History, Kate Cable Murray, whose family donated the land to Elon, and Elon students will celebrate the restoration in a formal dedication ceremony. An old-fashioned school bell with ties to Elon will be rung prior to the opening of the schoolhouse for tours.
With Mother's Day less than a week away, nothing says I love you more than great weather. Elon Local News' Al Drago is downtown Elon with a local look at what this weather is going to look like this week. Al, what's the weather going to look like? Am I going to surprise my mom with some love?
Well, it's a little cool out right now at 60 degrees as students are coming out of their 8 a.m.s. The high should reach 79 degrees with a low of 60. Now let's take a look at your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tomorrow you can expect a high of 79 degrees with a low of 60. Thursday, you can expect a line out the door at Smitty's behind degrees with a low of 60. 89 degrees will continue into the weekend. On Friday, you can hit the pool and relax as much as possible before finals. The temperatures will stay hot at 82 degrees for Saturday, but even though it will be partly cloudy, you should still use your sunscreen to protect yourself from those UV rays. Unfortunately, the sunshine might not last through the weekend, as Sunday looks to have isolated thunderstorms with a high of 85 degrees and a low of 61 degrees. With your Phoenix 5-day forecast, I'm Al Drago. Jasmine and Matt, back to you guys in the studio.
Finals are less than a week away, and if you're looking to relieve some of that end of semester stress, here's one furry option that isn't so far from campus.
15 minutes down the road, and you'll be greeted by this.
The Pet Adoption Center in Burlington relies on their staff and volunteers to help give the animals love and care.
Darlene Cox has worked at the Burlington Pet Adoption Center for 8 years and works with the staff to keep the animals safe and help them find homes.
We do the best we can do. Well, that's why we try to run adoption specials from time to time, and we promote them a lot through Facebook and events and things that we do just to try to get them out there and find homes for them.
Along with the shelter staff, volunteers like Elon Jr. Kurt Murray come in and help out whenever they can, an experience he says is very rewarding.
You see how happy they get when you get into the cage with them or just walk down the aisle with them, and they want the love and attention, and you're just there to give it to them.
And for some students, volunteering is a great way to eliminate stress.
Probably finals, yeah.
We'll be here.
Most likely every day.
And Cox says it's the volunteers and community that help save these animals.
So every day, everybody can't go out unless we have volunteers here to take them out.
But some students are not just here to volunteer. Some are taking pets home.
Senior Lizzie Ballard adopted a German Shepherd mix during our visit. Many of the animals are rescued off of the streets, and the community provides a good home for them. Cox says spring is a big season for adopting pets.
Springtime into summer, we tend to stay a lot fuller than normal.
With finals coming up, students can come down and play with the animals.
Who knows? You may end up taking a new friend home. Jasmine Turner,
Toria Mills,
Matt Lee,
Elon Local News.
Well, we have Laura Michael from Burlington Animal Services here in the studio with a friend for us to see this morning.
So what's this little guy's name?
This is Odie, and he's about 5 months old and a little shepherd mix.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's so precious. So tell us a little bit about what Burlington Animal Services does in the community.
Animal Services is responsible for, we are basically the animal shelter for all of Alamance County. And basically, we are responsible for enforcing animal-related laws and ordinances. We, take in animals, and we primarily we really try to find as many homes for them as possible.
And so I know that volunteers are a big part of how you guys run. Oh, he's just giving you so much love. But tell us a little bit about the volunteer services and how important that is for you guys to stay running.
Yeah, volunteers are an integral part of the work that we do. We rely on volunteers to come help us with socializing the animals and getting them out and playing with them and walking them and exercising them. So it is an integral part of what we do.
Yeah, so Odie's whispering some stuff to me, but I can't really understand. What's this guy's story here?
Odie came to us as a owner surrender. I think somebody owned the mother, and Mommy had a litter, and so Odie has come to us to find a new home.
Oh, well, that's great.
Well,
that's great that you took him in.
Thank you so much for coming in. And Odie, it's so nice to meet you. You're so sweet. Well, coming up on ELN Morning.
One Elon student is working to bring food to the Elon community.
There will be a slip of paper that comes along with that says, would you like to donate $1 to helping other people eat? And you can sign that. You can donate $1. We've had somebody donate $100.
Familiar face around campus is leaving us at the end of the year. Find out who coming up next. Welcome back to ELN Morning. Right now at Phi Beta Kappa Plaza is ELN Morning's college coffee correspondent, Atoria Mills. Atoria, tell us what's going on over there.
Hey Jasmine, hey Matt, I am here at Phi Beta Kappa Commons in honor of College Coffee this week. As you can tell, it's a very beautiful day outside, but it is also a very special day. First off, there are pastries, and second off, President Leo Lambert will be speaking in honor of the physical plant for their hard work throughout their grueling winter season, as well as their work throughout the entire year. It's a pretty special day because I don't think Elon faculty or staff could have done quite as great a job with dilemmas. And of course, there are student organizations to round out College Coffee this week. I'm Atoria Mills. Back to you in studio, Jasmine and Matt.
Many students were out enjoying the free food at College Coffee, but our Corey Shegda found an Elon student who's helping feed people around the county.
That was kind of the moment where I was like, let's do it. But at that point, I didn't know I was going to be doing it in college.
Jensen Roll is just a sophomore at Elon, but has already found a way to make a difference around Alamance County.
At Allied Churches, there were just things that I wish could have been going on that weren't going on, and the reasons were all financial.
Roll wanted to help, so he created Helping Other People Eat, or HOPE. You may see HOPE's logo in businesses like Stockley's Barbecue, Hersey's Barbecue, and other restaurants located in Burlington. And all of the money donated goes directly to allied churches.
So when you get your check from the waitress or the waiter, there will be a slip of paper that comes along with that that says, would you like to donate $1 to Helping Other People Eat? And you can sign that. You can donate $1. We've had somebody donate $100.
HOPE has been in business since March. They started with 4 businesses and now have 6, but Roll refuses to stop there.
Pandora's Pies and Fat Frog are both going to become HOPE certified this summer.
For the end of the next school year, Jensen hopes to have 60 businesses HOPE certified. And on a larger scale, he hopes to spread it to Greensboro, Raleigh-Durham, Chapel Hill, and even go national.
With the money that we've been able to raise with between 4 and 6 restaurants in a short amount of time, if we can multiply that by the different locations that it's in, and then also by the amount of restaurants, we can see some pretty big numbers.
HOPE has raised $1,000, and he hopes those numbers will keep on growing. Corey Shegda, ELN Local News.
Like Helping Other People Eat on Facebook to keep up with events and learn more about new businesses becoming HOPE certified.
Only 19 days until seniors take the walk across the stage under the oaks. The end of the year is here, and if you are not graduating, this means time to pack up your stuff for the summer. Our Paige Ferruso is here with some tips on how to store your stuff. Paige?
In less than a month, school will end and ELN students will be moving out of their dorms. Some people will drive their things home or even ship it, but there might be a better option. Storage unit facilities are a great way to store your things for the summer. Ray's Self-Storage is located on Church Street and offers a 5x5 storage unit for $25 a month. They also offer month-to-month rentals and a free moving truck to pick up all your stuff with the cost. Another option is CubeSmart, which is currently offering a deal for students that gets you a 5x10 storage unit for $21 a month. But hurry, the student discount is ending soon. To make it even cheaper, you can also split the storage unit with friends. This might be a simple solution to moving out and makes it easier to move back in next fall. That's all I have for the Consumer Update. I'm Paige Peroso. Back to you guys.
While seniors are saying goodbye to ELN, so is one ELN faculty member. Mackenzie Murray has more on her final days at ELN.
Many of you may recognize the smiling face of Hillel director Nancy Lubroff, but we will not be seeing her around campus much longer.
I think ELN Hillel has another big growth spurt ahead. I think there's some really exciting challenges ahead, and I feel like it's time for someone else to do those.
Lubroff has been the Hillel director for 6 years.
The joy of working as Hillel director at ELN is the joy of being part of students' lives.
Lubroff played a large role in the creation of the Hillel House, which was dedicated in March 2013, but she says that's not her biggest achievement.
The university's transformation from a school that Jewish students came to despite the fact that there was no Jewish life, to a school where students come because of the Jewish life.
Lubroff says she isn't sure what her plans are for after she leaves.
I'm not sure what the next step is, but I'm really excited to see where I go.
Over the years, many students have interacted with Lubroff as she guided them on their faith journeys. She has even made an impact on the lives of the current freshmen, like Lauren Byrne, a member of Hillel.
She's very much like a mother, I think, for all of us. And she's just very warm, and you instantly feel at home.
Byrne believes that Lubroff made a huge impact on Jewish life at ELN.
I think she is such a good definition of Hillel and what we strive to be.
And Lubroff knows what she is going to miss the most.
Really just going to miss the students. My love and respect and for students, my joy being with students is the best part of my job.
Mackenzie Murray, ELN Local News.
There are nice fish in Verona. There are some big fish to be caught in here.
on-campus club you may not know much about.
You may be looking to whip yourself into shape as bathing suit season approaches. We have a healthy option for you to consider in this week's College Cooking.
A twist on the typical salad. We have edamame salad this week, which is light on both your stomach and your wallet. Here's how to make it.
They're a nice fish in Verona. There are some big fish to be caught in here.
With the weather warming up, there's some new faces around Lake Verona.
It's a lot of fun to just go over to the lake and just catch fish.
With 15
members. For the
members,
full recipe, we apologize, but for the full recipe, visit elonlocalnews.com. And right now we have the fishing package, and it's about a club that you may want to reel in.
They're a nice fish in Verona. There are some big fish to be caught in here.
With the weather warming up, there's some new faces around Lake Verona.
It's a lot of fun to just go over to the lake and just catch fish.
With 15 members, the Bass Fishing Team is one of ELN's newest organizations, according to club president Kellen Sorensen.
It was started about 4 years ago and became official 2 or 3 years ago.
Sophomore Evan Spanitz says the competitive fishing team sometimes fishes in local tournaments, but is still trying to grow.
Well, so far since we're still building, it's all inter-school. So it's been between us, and that's usually about 10 to 12 fishermen out there.
Next year, the team hopes to join the Bass College circuit and compete in larger tournaments with over 100 fishermen.
In our circuit, we head south. You know, we go down to Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, and we fish in those big tournaments.
In a couple of years, the team hopes to gain more members and be able to compete in national tournaments with other teams.
There's about 10 people right now with a very promising lookout for next year. Many people are going to be joining. A lot of our friends and a lot of people we don't know, and hopefully there will be more freshmen.
While the team hopes to be competitive, sometimes its members just want to fish.
Come on out, enjoy yourself, enjoy the great day, you know, like today for instance, it's a great day. Why not have a group of people who want to come out here and enjoy it through fishing?
Connor McCoy, ELN Local News.
Sorry about tossing to that cooking package. I just get really hungry and then I'm like, show me that food, the salad, where's that? But
we got a little bit excited about the edamame salad that we're going to learn about this week. Like Matt said, light on both your stomach and your wallet. So let's find out how you make that salad.
Hey everyone, my name is Kate Phelan and welcome to our college cooking segment. Today we're going to be making some edamame salad. So for our ingredients, we have a pack of frozen edamame. We also have some fresh basil, dried cranberries, feta cheese, and olive oil. It's really easy, simple recipe, came in right at about $15, so perfect for that college budget. We have all these ingredients here, but first remember to put some water to a boil, and we're going to finely chop about 1/4 cup of it. So we can just go ahead, we're gonna throw all the ingredients in this bowl right here, and then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of olive oil. We're just gonna go ahead and mix it all together. All of your edamame is just gonna sit for 4 to 5 minutes and then it'll be ready to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and take it off the stove and strain it a little bit in the sink. So all you're gonna have to do is you can just pour it right in with everything else. Then once you do that, you have tons of edamame right on top. So go ahead and mix it around with all the other ingredients. Okay, so I took for a spoonful, we're gonna give it a try. Hopefully it's really good, it smells awesome, so let's see what happens. That's really good, especially with it still nice and warm. You can feel that cheese melting a little bit with all the other ingredients. Super yummy. I'm gonna keep eating this a little bit. That's all we have for college cooking this week. I'm Kate Phelan, back to you guys.
Now that we have this salad,
Well, I need to try it because Matt went ahead and tried it without me, so.
Well, you're missing out because it's got edamame seeds and that's the best thing ever.
This
Plus,
is
it's
really
got,
good.
Is this, raspberries, like she said?
Kate, great choice.
You want me to feed you?
Eat
it. She's too slow. You gotta eat this stuff fast. It's salad and it's good for your soul. That's why you gotta eat it. I'm gonna eat it now too.
Well.
Hopefully you don't have germs.
Let me chew a little bit. And if you want to find the recipe online, you can visit elonlocalnews.com.
Yep, and stick with us after the break. We will have some fashion for you.
weather is here, which means it's time to break out those cute dresses, I wore mine today, and summer outfits. Our Miss Africanry is here with some tips on how to make sure you get the best deals when shopping online. What do you have for us today?
Thanks, guys. Today we're taking a closer look at a website called GoJane.com. The review is based on what I call my 3 A's to great online shopping experience. The first A stands for affordability. Most items on this site cost less than $50, which means you can get the trendiest shoes, clothes, and accessories even on a college budget. They even have tons of holiday sales, and if you spend over $60, you get free shipping. Number 2 is accessibility. Shopping can be overwhelming, so the clarity of a website is essential to the shopping experience. The latest items, the sales, and the different types of items on GoJane's website are all well organized in tabs at the top of the page, and for that I give them an A-. Number 3 is accountability. You can count on GoJane to have cute, trendy pieces for any occasion, whether you're looking for something for a fun night out or a cocktail event. You name it, they have it, and get this, they will deliver in 5 to 7 business days, which is crucial for those last-minute pickups. Overall, they get a B++. Why not an A? Because there's no perfect way.
That's all we have for you this week. Check us out on ELNLocalNews.com.